If we were going to put a headline to yesterday, it would be Cash Cows Stampede in Salem. Join us. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Bateman, part of the team here at Oregon State Tenants Association, or OSTA, as we like to call it. And yesterday, I just have to say a giant thank you to each of you. It's folks like you who got up, came out, got involved that made yesterday such a success. Yesterday in Salem was the first hearing of House Bill HB 3054. We had a great turnout. We overflowed into one of the overflow hearing rooms. We had testimony. We had all kinds of presentations. We had people in cow hats. We had a lot of good things happening. And by the way, if you were one of the people who took the effort to attend, and I know it's difficult, I want to say again a personal thank you to each of you who came out. If you happen to take any pictures yesterday, I've got two things I'd like to ask you to do. First, could you send us some photos you're willing to share? Because we're going to put them in our newsletter and we're going to use them with or without your name. Please tell us what you wish, with or without your name, in relation to building interest in the event. Also, if you have pictures, share them on Facebook, share them on Instagram, post them in your church bulletin board. Let folks know what's going on, because this is how we got to where we were. You have to stop and realize this is the first time that legislation has actually gotten this far, and I want to say 4 to 5 years. Fact check me if you will, and correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's in 4 years. There's been a lot of false starts, a lot of things gonna. This is the first time it's out the gate. It's not going to be voted on tomorrow. There's going to be further discussion, and that's a good thing. There's going to have to probably be some amendments made to that, but that's legislation. The information I'm hearing, and this is just hearsay, not a guarantee, but that the CPI cost cap is looking pretty good. So that's part one of this announcement. Let's see what else I got here. Yes, one other thing I'm hearing a lot of is that the owners, especially the local owners, and I don't want to take them to the woodshed as much as I do the corporate entities that are doing such price gouging. But some of the folks are saying, there's only one or two bad apples. My thought has been, and this is the same in any organization, I don't care who you are or what you're doing, if you're talking about any organization, there's only one or two bad apples. Okay, you're the organization, police it, clean up your own house. If you clean up your own act, we don't have to. The fact that this has been going on for years, that it's become this level of a problem, that we have a literal stampede of people acting and asking and pressuring to get this problem resolved. And my favorite bit from yesterday, my favorite bit of information I'm sharing, and it ties into the point I'm trying to make: police your own house, clean up your own mess. A park, Forest Grove, Oregon, contacted me and said, hey, we just got our rent increase, but part of the rent increase, and you're going to like this. If you're not familiar with manufactured homes, each year you get a notice that in a certain amount of time, by law, good job, you're going to get a rent increase of X amount. Usually it's going to be 10% or less. This had a little special add-on to it. We'll give you $26 a year if you don't participate in things like yesterday's event, if you don't protest, if you don't contact the media, if you don't write to the newspaper. In other words, if you give up your basic constitutional rights, we'll give you $26. Just leave it on the dresser. So let's look at this $26 offer. If you have, in my park, there are 70 units. So you multiply 70 times 26, that's $1,800 a month. Now, 12 months in a year, Takes us about to $21,000 a year. But this management company doesn't manage one park, they manage hundreds of parks. Let's look at how many parks, let's say 10. For 10 parks to do this, it's going to cost them $219,000 approximately, plus or minus a few bucks. That's an awful lot of infrastructure repair. That's a lot of maintenance. That's a lot of improvements. That's a lot of positive additions to the home communities that could be done instead of trying to shut people up. Folks, you are making a difference. Again, the point of this whole thing is to say yesterday was a resounding success. We got our message out loud and clear. Now's not the time to sit down and put your feet up. Now the actual work begins. We're going to be contacting those on the committee and hoping to bring them to our point of view. We're going to do that in a good, positive way, like I talked about. And we're going to now look at if it gets out of the House, it's going to go to the Senate. And yesterday, I should point out that from our area, Senator Golden was there and testified in favor of the bill. So this OSTA update concludes with a genuine and heartfelt thank you from me and the people here at OSTA to all of you. We're all volunteers. I don't get paid. They don't get paid. You don't get paid. We are working for the common good of our community. Thank you for your hard work. You did it. That shows you what we can do when we all band together. Let's keep doing it. Let's organize our parks. Let's join OSTA. Let's make sure we are communicating and keeping our facts straight and our powder dry. So look out the window. It's still snowing at my house, so please stay warm, be safe, careful on that ice out there. Come on back, more OSTA updates as the information comes available. Thank you.